Hello everybody, good afternoon here from Houston, Texas. I wanted to leave everyone with a quick thought on this week's Parsha. The Parsha tells us in the beginning of Chukas that God created this idea of para duma, which is known as the red heifer, and there's a few different laws involved in it, but the point for our discussion is that it's the quintessential chok, it's the quintessential not understood halacha in the Torah. We have a few halachot, a few laws that we don't understand, and the question is, why did God create the concept of a chok? For what reason? And to make the question a little bit stronger, Rashi, who is the foremost commentary on the Torah, on the Parsha, he says that God created this chok, and if people ask you, why are you doing this, what's the reason for this, you just tell them, I don't have permission. God tells us you don't even have permission to think about it. And it makes the point a little bit more less understood as to why is God telling us you can't even think about it. At least let me think about it. Let me not be able to know the exact answer, but let me think about it. And for some reason Rashi explains to us that we don't even have the allowance to be able to think through the reason behind different mitzvot, which are called chukim. The translation is a statute, something which we really do not understand. Shlomo HaMelech, the greatest sage of the Jewish people, he told us that he as well did not understand. He knew everything in the world besides for why we have this red heifer, why we have this para duma, because like we said, it's the quintessential chok, non-understood law. And the answer, I believe, gives us a very important message into all relationships in our life. And that answer is that God is telling us that even that the way you create a relationship with somebody, the ultimate way you create a relationship and the way that relationship can be the strongest is when we do something for that person, for the person we're trying to create the relationship with, that we do not understand. If we're only doing things in relationships that we understand, then that's a very nice thing and it can help the relationship, but it doesn't show that we love the person to the nth degree, because essentially everything's making sense to us. If our wife asks us to get flowers for her because she appreciates certain flowers, that makes sense to us. We go purchase it for her and we give it to her and she appreciates it, but we're not doing something that we don't understand. We're doing something that we completely understand as what she's asking, and therefore we're able to give it to her. But in a scenario, and I'm sure people can think of many of them, in a spouse relationship, in a partner relationship, in any other relationship in life where something's asked of us that we completely do not understand on any level, and we still go ahead and do it, that's going to create the strongest possible relationship with another person. And what God is teaching us here is a twofold idea. One is that to create the best relationship with Him, we need to do certain things that we don't understand. And B, and maybe even more importantly, maybe not, but teaching us that in all our regular relationships in our life, if we take this concept to heart and we are able to do things for another person that we don't understand, then we'll be able to create the most intense and most amazing relationships. Have a wonderful Shabbat, everybody.